1916, the year that changed nickels forever. But wait, did you know one tiny error on some 1916 Buffalo nickels could make them worth a fortune? And the 1924s. It's one of the rarest Buffalo nickels in circulation. These aren't just 5 cents, they are a 100-year-old mystery. Get ready to discover the shocking secrets of the Buffalo nickel. 1916. The key shocking fact is the 1916/16 Doubled Die Obverse variety, which is one of the most dramatic doubled dies in U.S. coinage and extremely valuable. 1924. The key shocking fact is the 1924 San Francisco Mint, which has a very low mintage, less than 1 million, and is a key date, making high-grade examples extremely rare and expensive. 1916 Buffalo nickels. Stop dead in your tracks. This is not a drill. If you possess any old 5-cent coin, any nickel from the early 20th century, you are holding a lottery ticket, a potential life-changing fortune. This coin, the 1916 Double Die Buffalo nickel, is the undisputed king of the series. Its price tag is not hundreds of dollars, it is not thousands of dollars. Its price tag is well over $100,000 for a single 5-cent piece. A coin born of a simple catastrophic mistake at the Denver Mint. This is not fiction, this is certified numismatic history, and the shocking truth is this error is almost impossible to see with the naked eye. Welcome back to Royal Coin Value USA, the channel where every cent hides a legacy, and every mistake can make you rich. We are exposing the one tiny detail you must check on every 1916 nickel to unlock its mind-blowing value. Do not blink, you need to see this to believe it. The Buffalo nickel legacy and the 1916 mystery. The Buffalo nickel, designed by James E. Fraser, is an icon. It replaced the boring Liberty Head nickel and brought the spirit of the American West to coinage. Its two sides feature the stoic profile of a Native American chief and the mighty American bison. But its beauty was its downfall. The design was too high relief, meaning the details, particularly the date 1916, wore away rapidly the moment the coin entered circulation. This fragility is the single greatest factor driving the price of perfect specimens today. When collectors hunt for the 1916 nickel, they are not just hunting for history, they are hunting for a coin that performed a miracle by surviving decades without losing its date or its sharp features. The 1916 production year is crucial because it immediately preceded the famous 1937 three-legged error, which is also legendary. But the 1916 error is older, rarer, and potentially far more expensive. The D mint mark and the necessity of magnification. To start your hunt, you must confirm two things. First, the date is clearly 1916. If the date is completely gone or heavily worn, the value drops drastically, but if it is present, you continue. Second, you must find the D mint mark. This mark stands for the Denver Mint, the site of the catastrophic error. The D mint mark is located beneath the buffalo on the mound of ground where the animal stands. You will need a strong magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to see this mark clearly. If you find a clear D mark, you have the right coin, but the real work begins now. Only the Denver Mint version contains the $100,000 error, the double die overdate. This is why the 1916 is the single most important nickel in this entire series. Understanding the catastrophic error, the double die. The error is called the 1916/16 double die overdate. It is a mouthful, but it means everything. The error occurred when the working die, the steel stamp used to strike the coin, was accidentally impressed twice with the date hub during the die-making process. The second impression was slightly misaligned and slightly weaker than the first. When the coins were struck, the date 1916 appeared twice, creating a ghosting or shadow effect. This error is not a simple machine doubling, which is common and worthless. This is a true master die error, which is incredibly scarce. Because the error is subtle and was quickly corrected by the mint, only a tiny handful of these coins ever escaped the Denver facility. They are numismatic ghosts, highly sought after and seldom seen. Where to look for the double die, the microscopic clue. This is the key piece of information your viewers need to know to find the fortune. You must focus your magnification directly on the date 1916 on the obverse side of the coin, the side with the chief. Do not look at the chief's face or the buffalo's tail. Look at the dates. Specifically, look at the last two digits, 16. On the rare double die, you will see a faint but distinct doubling of the numbers 1 and 6, particularly noticeable on the bottom curves and corners of the digits. The appearance is that of a faint shadow lying slightly below and to the right of the primary numbers. If you see this faint doubling, you must proceed with extreme caution. This is the visual signature of the $100,000 coin. This small microscopic flaw is your ticket to a massive payday. Value tiers from dollars to six figures. Let us break down the value of the 1916D Buffalo nickel, because the price depends entirely on its fate. Worn 1916D. No errors. If the date is clear but the coin is heavily worn, its value is typically modest, maybe $15 to $50, simply because it survived. Mint state 1916D perfect condition. If you find a 1916D with full luster and no marks graded MS65 or higher, this coin is extremely scarce and will sell for thousands of dollars simply for its perfection. The 1916/16D double die error, this is the ultimate prize. Due to its extreme rarity, even a worn example with a clearly visible double die effect will sell for tens of thousands of dollars. A high-grade example certified by PCGS has commanded prices well over $130,000 at auction. The value is not negotiable, it is a numismatic legend. Your Royal Action Plan preservation is wealth. If you suspect you have found this treasure, you must handle it like a museum piece. Stop touching it. Immediately stop handling the coin with bare fingers. The oils from your skin are corrosive and will permanently damage the surface, reducing its grade. Handle it only by the very edges. Do not clean it. I repeat, under no circumstances should you ever clean a rare coin. Cleaning removes the natural patina and luster, which are critical components of its value. Cleaning an MS65 coin can instantly turn it into a worthless circulated coin. Secure it. Place the coin immediately into an acid-free Mylar flip or a secure plastic holder to protect it from further damage. Seek certification. If you are certain it is the double die or a high-grade specimen, you must send it to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Their encapsulation and certification verify the error's authenticity and its grade, which is essential for realizing the six-figure value. Without their slab, the coin is merely a rumor. Conclusion: the treasure hunt never ends. The 1916D double die Buffalo nickel is the ultimate symbol of error equals wealth. It is proof that the most incredible treasures are often hidden in plain sight. This 5-cent piece is a masterclass in numismatics rarity and the shocking potential of a simple minting mistake. Go check your change, your jars, your old coin albums. Your next $100,000 payday might be waiting for you. 1924 Buffalo nickels. Listen closely to the sound of that old metal. That sound could be the ringing of $1,000, 1,000 reasons to stop everything you are doing. We are looking at the 1924 Buffalo nickel, a year that holds a secret so valuable it separates casual collectors from serious fortune hunters. Most 1924 nickels are common, but two specific coins struck in this year are so rare, so scarce, that they command prices reaching tens of thousands of dollars, even in heavily worn condition. This is not about perfect condition this time. This is about pure rarity, about finding the right tiny letter beneath the buffalo. Welcome back to Royal Coin Value USA, and prepare to check every Buffalo nickel you own, because the two most important mint marks of this series were born in 1924. The scarcity of 1924, the mint marks matter. The year 1924 was a crucial one for the U.S. Mint. The production of the Buffalo nickel was slowing down, and two branch mints struck a very low number of coins, creating immediate key dates. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of coins, but the branch mints had much smaller outputs. This is where the value lies. To unlock the potential fortune, you must look for the mint mark beneath the mighty buffalo on the ground. 1924p. No mint mark. If your coin has no letter beneath the buffalo, it is from Philadelphia. Millions were made. These coins are generally common and only gain high value if they are in absolutely pristine mint state, MS65 or higher condition. A perfect MS66p can still sell for hundreds of dollars, but the real money is in the other mints. 1924d. Denver Mint, this is your first target. 1924s. San Francisco Mint. This is your second, even rarer target. The D and S secrets the low mintage kings. The 1924D nickel struck in Denver is a key date because the production was severely limited to just over 5 million coins, a very low number for the time. Because so few were made, and because the design wore down so quickly, finding a 1924D with a clear legible date is a challenge that collectors pay dearly for. Even a worn 1924D with a readable date is worth hundreds of dollars. If you find one in uncirculated condition, its value can easily soar into the thousands of dollars. But the true prize, the ultra rarity, is the 1924S struck in San Francisco. The mintage was the lowest of the year at barely 1.5 million coins. This coin is so scarce that even a well-worn circulated example with a faint but visible date will sell for over $1,000. Finding a 1924S in mint state condition is a phenomenal discovery, a dream coin for serious collectors. An MS-65 1924S can easily command tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The lower the mintage, the higher the price, especially when the coin is prone to wearing out like the buffalo nickel. The condition trap, the date, is key. Unlike some coins where a worn surface is acceptable, the buffalo nickel presents a crucial condition trap. Because the date area was struck so weakly and wore so quickly, a coin where the date 1924 is completely gone has very little value, often only a few cents. Even though the 1924D and 1924S are low mintage, the date must be visible to realize the high value. Collectors often use a special liquid to gently reveal the date on heavily worn coins, but never attempt this yourself. It must be done by an expert. You must look for a clear 1924 and a clear D or S mark. These are the twin keys to the fortune: preservation and the selling point. If you find a 1924D, or especially a 1924S, do not hesitate to protect it. Do not clean it. Never clean a rare coins. This destroys its collector value and its originality. Handle only by edges. Place it in a non-PVC holder immediately. Seek certification. Due to the extreme value of the 1924S, a coin worth 5 figures in top condition, it must be authenticated and graded by PCGS or NGC. Certification proves the coin is genuine, confirms its scarcity, and unlocks its full market potential. Without that slab, you are just selling a worn nickel. With the slab, you are selling a K-date rarity. The 1924D and 1924S are masterpieces of low mintage scarcity. These are the coins that separate the amateurs from the experts. Go check your change, your jars, your albums. Look for that clear 1924 and the all-important D or S mark. You might be holding a quiet fortune, a true K-date rarity. Thank you for watching the entire video. You can tell us in the comments what we should make the next video about.